biggest barrier to AI breakthroughs wasn't a lack of data, but the right kind of data. Think about it. Real-world data is a mess. It's riddled with privacy, risks your personal information, my personal information, it's all out there. It's inherently biased, reflecting the messy, unfair parts of our world. And often, there just isn't enough of it, especially for rare but critical events. This data dilemma is a massive bottleneck for AI innovation. So, how do we fix it? The solution is mind-blowing. Synthetic data. It's artificially generated information that perfectly mimics the statistical properties of real data but contains zero real-world identifiers. Imagine data that looks, feels, and behaves just like the real thing, but without any of the privacy baggage. It's data created by computers, for computers. We're talking perfectly structured, clean, and abundant information, tailor-made for training AI models. It's not a copy. It's a completely new dataset, built from the ground up, that retains the essential patterns of the original without exposing a single real person or event. This is a game changer. So, how do we create data that's so realistic it can fool an expert? The most advanced and frankly coolest method uses something called a GAN, or a generative adversarial network. Picture 2A is in a high-stakes competition. First, you have the generator. Its job is to create fake data, trying its best to make it look real. Then you have the discriminator. Its job is to be the ultimate detective, trying to spot the fakes created by the generator. The generator starts out making pretty obvious fakes, and the discriminator easily calls it out. But with each round, the generator learns from its mistakes and gets better. It refines its technique, creating more and more convincing data. The discriminator, in turn, has to get smarter to keep up. This epic digital duel continues, with both AIs pushing each other to become more sophisticated, until the generator creates synthetic data so perfect, so indistinguishable from the real thing, that the discriminator can't tell the difference anymore. That's when we know our synthetic data is ready for the big leagues. So why is this such a breakthrough? Let's talk about the superpowers of synthetic data. First, privacy. It's the ultimate anonymization tool. Since the data is completely artificial, there's no risk of re-identifying individuals from the data. Companies can share and analyze sensitive information, like medical records or financial transactions, to build better AI models without ever compromising a single person's privacy. This unlocks research possibilities that were previously impossible due to legal and ethical constraints. Think about training a diagnostic AI on 1 million synthetic patient records without ever touching real patient files. Next, let's tackle bias. Real-world data is a mirror of societal biases, gender, race, you name it. If you train an AI on biased data, you get a biased AI. It's that simple. With synthetic data, we can take control. We can intentionally rebalance the dataset, creating more examples of underrepresented groups. This allows us to train AI models that are fairer and more equitable from the ground up. We're no longer just reflecting the world as it is. We're building models that reflect the world as we want it to be. It's a proactive way to fight algorithmic bias. And what about scarcity? Sometimes, we just don't have enough data for rare but critical situations. Think about self-driving cars. How many times can a car realistically encounter a moose crossing the road in a blizzard? Not often. But we need our AI to know exactly what to do. With synthetic data, we can simulate these rare edge cases 1 million times over in a controlled environment. We can create endless scenarios, accidents, extreme weather, unusual obstacles too.
Train our AI models to be robust and reliable in situations they might never encounter in 1,000 years of real-world driving. We can generate data on demand.
So, let's recap the power of synthetic data. It solves the privacy nightmare by creating data with no real individuals. It gives us the power to actively combat and correct bias, leading to fairer AI. And it overcomes the problem of data scarcity, allowing us to train models for every conceivable scenario, no matter how rare. This isn't just an incremental improvement, it's a fundamental shift in how we approach AI development. We're moving from a world of data scarcity to a world of data abundance. This technology is already transforming industries, from healthcare and finance to autonomous vehicles and robotics. It's accelerating research, improving safety, and making AI more ethical. The future of AI doesn't just depend on more data, it depends on better, safer, and fairer data. And synthetic data is leading that charge. It is the breakthrough that allows AI to learn about our world without putting our world at risk. It's how we build the next generation of intelligent systems responsibly. Thanks for diving into this with me today. If your mind is as blown as mine is by the potential of synthetic data, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the tech that is shaping our future. Let me know in the comments what you think the biggest application for synthetic data will be. See you in the next one!